know too many artists that paint who are Christian. I know there are some good ones out there. I like Gauguin because his art seems symbolic, and because of the beauty, as well as Monet, and they appeal to everybody because of God's glorious creation, and however you want to see it. And I guess the people who illustrate the publications I've been reading for years, they've actually had a strong influence of good, inspiring, beautiful, symbolic, mystical art. And I also liked Mucha. Some people say his name is Mucha. He was a French painter, and well, he was actually Czech, but he went to France, and the French claim him as a French painter. He did a lot of mysterious type of visionary paintings. Mine are not so much like that, but I try to put some of that in. So some of his was like more sorcery, you know, the kind of, it's intriguing, but I also know that the brighter side, or there's something very intriguing about the spirit world and the one who created it all. And so the universe and the galaxies and light, and spiritually and physically, and the coexistence of these spheres is very interesting to me, like swimming underwater. And you know, some of the surfers probably really enjoy you know, the world under the sea, under the surface. So those things are very, you know, give kind of a totality to my life. I guess with Norwegian Cruise Lines, they commissioned me to do 16 murals and paintings for the cruise liner called the Pride of Hawaii, and they changed the name about 2 years later, 1 or 2 years later, and changed it to the Norwegian Jade, and it sailed from Hawaii to Europe and is going around to the different European ports. So the paintings are in Le Bistro French restaurant, and some of those paintings had some prayer mixed in. It rained 40 days off and on, and some days constantly, and I had 10 weeks to do 16 paintings, which for a large restaurant, which is almost a block long. So I had to really pray, because I couldn't go outside and I couldn't do all of the natural scenes that I was hoping to do. And I think it's quite amazing, all the color we have on our planet, which we don't see in our solar system so far, or in our galaxy from what we can see. We have so much color on our planet. So I like those things, they appeal to me. If you'd like to see some of those images from the Norwegian Cruise Line, you can Google Norwegian Jade or Pride of Hawaii, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Le Bistro French restaurant, and you will see 1 or 2 shots. You can Google my name, which is Anna, spelt with 1 N, Anna Monaghan, with a G, M-O-N-A-G-H-A-N, Monaghan. Well, as far as art helping me have more faith, I think that started when I was pretty young. I'd paint something, it would look horrible, and I would pray, and you know, after making a mess for quite a period of time, I would pray, and sometimes I would get an inspiration how to fix it, and it would be done like that. And I think when I'm stuck, I've learned a lesson about life. When I'm stuck and I pray, I get an answer to what I need to do with my art. And that happened when I was in, you know, traumatic situations as a child. I would pray and something would happen that would help me. I've had a few very interesting situations from the time I was pretty young in prayer. And I guess, like, very quickly, I was supposed to paint someone's portrait of a child, of someone important, and my rent was coming up, and I was painting away, and I was painting away, and it looked horrible. I scraped it off, and I did this for 3 days with like 2 hours of sleep a night. Something was wrong, and I was back at point zero after 3 days, and my rent was due, and with a blank canvas. And I finally, of course I'd been praying, but I just flopped down and said, Lord, what is wrong with this painting? I can't give him a, you know, cut rate, something junky picture. He's paying it quite a fair bit, and it is his child. And I saw a spot of red. It looked like blood, and I saw it again, and I thought, oh my God, something's wrong with me. You know, I've got a blood disease, or what is it? And then I saw this puddle of gray that was on my palette that I hadn't been paying attention to, and I realized I'm supposed to put 2 spots of red in that gray, and that'll be the color that I need. And in 1 hour, I did the whole portrait, which I'd spent 3 days messing with and hadn't gotten anywhere. And the family was just, they loved it. So I try to have on a CD player and have my favorite CD on, and I will listen to it 500 times while I'm painting. That's the CD I listen to when I'm supposed to work, and it's all keep going, keep fighting, you know, fight, 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 and all kinds of, like, to do good things for the Lord, for others, people who don't have so much, that we have so much, just songs of gratitude and little stories. I listen to it continuously, help me through separation. You can find that, it's called How to Win. You can find it at maybe Activated, activated.org, activated.org, activated.org. It's got some stories on hearing from heaven, you know, how to get quiet and listen after you thank God and listen and ask a question and write down what you get. It's got some very good things if you have daily devotions.